Hey, what is up guys, it's Master Leaf here, and welcome back to another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. Today we've got L1onCub playing as the pink black hand, while DaGyMaN, he's going to be going for the red black hand, so a black hand mirror on Tournament Rift. Let's start this game off here. We've got DaGyMaN, he's going to be in the right of the game. Almost screwed that one up. And we have L1onCub here on the left, placing down a power plant. Probably going to go for his Hand of Nod and train a Saboteur, or two, or maybe even three, if he is playing risky. That is incredibly risky actually. If you're up against Black Hand, and you train 3 engineers, the only way to guarantee you don't get the spikes here is by going for the Black Disciples, because it's obvious that the Black Hands will probably send a squad down there anyways to check out and see if you're going to be capturing a Tiberium spike. And as you can see, L1onCub, he trained 2 engineers while DaGyMaN just went for 1. But he has powered down his Hand of Nod for some inexplicable reason. Not sure why he has it there. Perhaps he will sell that once he sees a squad, a Black Hand squad in his base or something. Maybe he's keeping it there in case he gets rushed so he can train some rocket squads and counter it. As you can see, some Black Hands going to face off here. Neither side have the advantage in the early game since they're both playing Black Hands, so they're going to have the same perks and whatnot. And it looks like we're going to see an Operation Center by L1onCub, so some early aggression by L1onCub. Is DaGyMaN going to follow up with his own aggression? Yes, he is. He's going for an Operation Center as well, so we're going to see both players here going to go for some early Operation Center aggression. L1onCub placing his Operation Center there. I don't think DaGyMaN knows about this Operation Center, but neither does L1onCub know about DaGyMaN's Operation Center, so this could be quite a surprise if both players manage to sneak one of these tier 2 units into their base. This could be pretty funny. And I do say funny because that was the replay name. I could not ignore that. It was promised to be a really funny game, so we'll see how that is, see if that's true or not. DaGyMaN should really be, not DaGyMaN, L1onCub should really be de-garrisoning those cabals. And as you can see, L1onCub following up his flame tank with some bikes. And did DaGyMaN go for something? Yes, he's got a Reckoner here, he's got a Reckoner, so DaGyMaN going for a Reckoner while L1onCub going for the flame tank. And it looks like both sides are supporting their units with bikes. DaGyMaN leaving his bikes at home to defend, while DaGyMaN's Reckoner, I don't think it's unopposed here. I think he can go into the base and destroy his war factory and refinery. And as you can see, the flame tank's made its way into the base here. Probably going to destroy this war factory. No, probably not. It's got too low health to do any more damage. It goes elite, but wow, that was really close. I reckon that L1onCub expended too many units there. Unless he gets this war factory somehow, or a bike even, that may even it out. But as you can see, DaGyMaN, he's came into L1onCub's base here, and he will destroy the war factory. Definitely going to destroy the war factory, as this war factory has no units around it to support it or prevent it from being destroyed. And as you can see, L1onCub having the foresight to build another war factory while that one was being flamed down, so he does have his war factory already back up here. He does lose a refinery, so this rush is paying off immensely for DaGyMaN, and DaGyMaN, he's going to lose, not DaGyMaN, L1onCub's going to lose his refinery and his war factory, so easily paying off for DaGyMaN. And as you can see, DaGyMaN here, he's got bikes in L1onCub's base. L1onCub needs to respond to this rush right now, perhaps throw down a Hand of Nod or something and train some rockets. That's probably a good idea. And as you can see, these bikes got cleaned up by the Scorpion tank. One Scorpion tank just got destroyed there. Another one likely to follow. Microing that one around the war factory so it gets repairs, but I'm afraid that got destroyed before that. How is DaGyMaN's base doing? Is there no aggression following up from him? No, there isn't. Lion Cub, he isn't doing too bad actually, considering he lost a war factory and a refinery. He is on 3 harvesters and 2 refineries, while DaGyMaN is on just 1 refinery and 2 harvesters. So technically Lion Cub is ahead here. DaGyMaN has to do something with these bikes immediately. He has to destroy a harvester or something, because Lion Cub has a considerable advantage right now somehow, really. And he's also captured the Tiberium spikes. He's got 2 Tiberium spikes, 1 here and 1 here. Sniping down the Scorpion tanks, that's good work by Lion Cub, not Lion Cub, DaGyMaN. A lot of the bikes are on critical health, but I don't think DaGyMaN cares about that here. He just wants to destroy as much harvesters and infrastructure as he can right now, because he needs to get back in this game. And as you can see, destroying a harvester, so he is now on 2 harvesters. There is a harvester here docking in the refinery, but I think these bikes will probably destroy it. There we go, destroying the harvester. So DaGyMaN paying for his counter aggression here. That got paid off for him. And as you can see, 2 harvesters. 1 harvester just remains for Lion Cub, so he isn't doing too well economy-wise. And that harvester barely managing to escape DaGyMaN, but DaGyMaN, he may actually destroy this harvester, since there are two bikes here which he will use to destroy the harvester. There we go. So no more harvesters for you, Lion Cub. You're going to have to do something quickly. And as you can see, we've got a Black Hand Squad in this base here. DaGyMaN's got a Black Hand Squad in his base, and it will probably likely destroy this war factory. He needs that now, and he probably needs to destroy a power plant or something, because Lion Cub, he is still behind in the economy. And DaGyMaN, he's still got 2 harvesters and 1 refinery. And as you can see, that Black Hand Squad just ranked up to elite. How often do you see an elite Black Hand Squad here? And as you can see, that upgraded power plant got destroyed, and since he has no power, he can place base defenses. So how the hell is he going to destroy this Black Hand Squad? He probably could use the harvester. He needs to use that harvester to crush the Black Hand Squad, because that Black Hand Squad will be probably impossible to take down otherwise. And yeah, getting the power back up. But that Black Hand Squad has been causing a lot of damage, and I wouldn't be surprised if it goes heroic. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, a heroic Black Hand Squad, and look how much damage it's doing. And yeah, too much anti-infantry for the Black Hand Squad there, and it gets destroyed. That's too bad. I reckon if Lion Cub were to destroy that refinery, DaGyMaN probably wouldn't have enough income to rebuild that. Anyways, that has given Lion Cub time to recover his economy somewhat. He does have 2 harvesters and 1 refinery, while DaGyMaN, he is also on the same ratio at the moment. Probably going to be training his 3rd harvester, wouldn't surprise me. And as you can see, Lion Cub, he's going to be eco-booming at the moment. 3 harvesters out for him, and it looks like he sold his construction yard, so that explains how he was able to do aggression there. He sold his construction yard, and he was able to recover his economy. That's a good idea there by Lion Cub. And as you can see, Lion Cub actually has some units here. Bikes are definitely not viable for DaGyMaN, as Lion Cub has a lot of defenses, a lot of rocket missiles and cabals in his base, which will easily defend off against bikes. As you can see, DaGyMaN building a 2nd refinery. Harvest is glitching out there. Doesn't want to see that happen. And for Lion Cub, he doesn't have an MCV, so he's going to have to attack DaGyMaN immediately now with these bikes. And these bikes probably going to catch DaGyMaN off guard here, because DaGyMaN isn't bothering to build units to respond to this. So I assume he's completely uninformed about these bikes here. Probably going to drop his 2nd refinery any moment. He doesn't have any spikes, so he can get this refinery out soon. So, or forcing the refinery sell there. He does sell the refinery, so Lion Cub may actually come up on top here if he can destroy a harvester somehow. 1 bike remains for DaGyMaN. Okay, another one just came out of the war factory, and there is just only 1 bike remaining for Lion Cub. Not enough to cause the aggression, the harassment he would like to there. And speaking of DaGyMaN, he does have some Scorpion tanks attacking Lion Cub's neutral structures, and that's a good idea really, as Lion Cub, he needs to not be allowed any of that income, because DaGyMaN is on no spikes, while Lion Cub is on 2 spikes, which will prove to be all the difference in this game here, as both sides are on 3 harvesters and 1 refinery. So incredibly close at the moment. But as you can see, L1onCub, he's got a lot of harassing units here. He's got 6 attack bikes, and he's probably going to destroy this harvester. I can't see him not destroying this harvester here. Actually selling off another refinery. So DaGyMaN selling another refinery there, and he gets a harvester. So I'm not sure if this is paying off for L1onCub here. And as you can see, L1onCub's spraying his fire a little bit. He could have easily taken out that harvester there, but he does destroy it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And this harvester here, slightly damaged, but you know, he kind of expended a lot of bikes there for 1 harvester, forcing DaGyMaN to sell a lot of his refineries. That's a good idea. And has L1onCub recovered his MCV? It doesn't look like he's recovered his MCV, so this is ridiculous. Both sides have not expanded. They're still on 1 refinery, so this is like the game just began like 30 seconds ago, really, by the look of things. Well, not 30 seconds, but you know, a minute. Scorpion tanks were recalled to the base. DaGyMaN obviously scared of L1onCub at the moment. He's probably thinking that L1onCub will be following it up with some more bikes, and that is precisely what he's doing. So he's got the Scorpion tanks here to defend against that. DaGyMaN, he's got 2 cabals in that garrisonal structure there, so he probably will take out that spike. So L1onCub will be down to no spikes, while DaGyMaN will be also down to no spikes also. So similar economy at this stage, really. Okay, well, not very similar, because L1onCub actually has 3 harvesters, and as you can see, just rebuilding his MCV there. So both sides are refusing to go down here, doing all they can, just selling their MCVs, building units. You know, they're completely ignoring the fact that the meta game is eco boom, eco boom, eco boom. They're just gonna continue to harass each other with the units that do that harassment. As you can see, the attack bikes, they're extremely good at taking out harvesters. And speaking of harvesters, DaGyMaN, he just lost a harvester there, so DaGyMaN just down to 1 harvester, but he does have his construction yard, and L1onCub also rebuilding his construction yard. So L1onCub on his construction yard now, he has almost depleted his Tiberium field, so he probably will want to expand ASAP to this field here and secure his advantage, since he does have superior income at the moment. Taking out the Tiberium spike, by the way, so both sides are on no Tiberium spikes. DaGyMaN, he's got a couple Scorpion tanks in L1onCub's base here, and I reckon that's a bad idea, since L1onCub already has the defense to counter those Scorpions. And DaGyMaN, how's he doing for income? He's got 2 harvesters here, probably working on a 2nd refinery, but I don't think a 2nd refinery warrants the amount of Tiberium that's here. He should definitely probably expand to here, or even the blue Tiberium, because look at the size of the blue Tiberium field. That is crazy. That's like that's more income than what's on this field, to be honest. Look at the size of it. It's almost a fully matured field. Wow. It just shows how long this game's been going on tier 1 for, and just both sides now just expanding to their natural safe Tiberium field. So this is incredibly crazy. Rebuilding harvesters, DaGyMaN, he needs to get some economy now, as L1onCub finally deciding to go for his economy. DaGyMaN should definitely pack up his MCV now and probably make a move for the blue. I'd suspect the blue would be the most precious commodity at the moment, as it's there's a lot of money there, and you could probably possibly capture the Tiberium spike. So that should be on the mind of both players here. But L1onCub, he decided to go for the green Tiberium. Perhaps he felt he couldn't really defend there. It is kind of risky. I mean, if your opponent sees you're going for blue Tiberium, they will probably likely throw everything at you to prevent you from going there, and that could force some errors, to be honest. So that's probably a good idea. And as you can see, DaGyMaN, he realizes just now that there is a humongous blue Tiberium field here, and he will send his construction yard there now and start to refine that Tiberium. But the problem for him is DaGyMaN has already established a decent economy at his expansion. He's got 4 harvesters here and 1 at his main base, so he can train a lot of units if he wants to. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't have any macro production structures like a War Factory or a Hand of Nod. He should definitely start to make those units now. And as you can see, the construction yard was halted from going to the blue Tiberium field, being cut off by those attack bikes. And this construction yard is taking some serious damage from these attack bikes. But the attack bikes, it looks like they're going to ignore that construction yard, instead go for DaGyMan's economy. And DaGyMaN, he's sent all of his harvesters to the blue except this one here. So L1onCub made a mistake there, sending his attack bikes to check this Tiberium field here. But in fact, DaGyMaN, he's actually expanded to the blue Tiberium, so that's not good for L1onCub. And L1onCub, I suspect, to be going for another War Factory. Yeah, he is indeed going for another War Factory. He's got 2 War Factories and probably spamming Scorpion tanks now. DaGyMaN, he desperately needs to get some economy here now. Maybe even build another War Factory, because as soon as he deployed his construction yard and built a War Factory, those harvesters that are mining the blue Tiberium now would have probably docked in his refineries here and gave him a lot of cash. And as you can see, L1onCub, his economic advantage is showing right now, as he's able to spam units from 2 War Factories. DaGyMaN should really unpack his MCV now and start building that refinery. Operation Center goes down, probably looking to upgrade that Dozer Blades upgrade. It gives your Scorpion tanks an armor buff. Also allows them to crush mines and heavy infantry. Attack bikes making their way into DaGyMan's base, and there is only 2 Scorpion tanks here to defend against those bikes, and those bikes probably going to destroy a harvester, but you know, with a lot of losses here. And will he get the harvester? Yes, he does get the harvester, so paying off slightly there, because he really wanted to intercept those harvesters because they were full of blue Tiberium. But for DaGyMaN, really, he needs that Tiberium, because L1onCub, he's harvested a lot of this Tiberium field, almost half of it. And has he expanded to the green? Yes, okay. L1onCub, he definitely wants to win this game, as he's staying on top of things here, moving his MCV to the green Tiberium field. And DaGyMaN, he has established himself in the blue. He's got a lot of Scorpion tanks here, but you know, a lot of Scorpion tanks for L1onCub. DaGyMaN, he's going to have to micro. It's all going to come down to micro here. Who will micro the best? As you can see, L1onCub shooting down the harvester, but shooting down the harvester, he needs to be really focusing down the Scorpion tanks, as he will probably lose the majority of his Scorpion tanks committing to that harvester. And as you can see, losing a lot of Scorpion tanks, not even killing the harvester, so that isn't good by L1onCub. And he may actually destroy a harvester. Yes, he does destroy this harvester. Will he get this harvester too? DaGyMaN definitely, you know, he really needs to keep that harvester alive at all costs. And as you can see, destroying 2 harvesters there, that is not good for DaGyMaN. And how's he doing for resources? Like, he's got 1 harvester there and 2 harvesters at the blue Tiberium, but I think that's all he needs, to be honest, because this blue Tiberium, it doesn't last very long. And DaGyMaN, he's going to be transitioning into infantry. As you can see, he's got his secret shrine up there. Some attack bikes for L1onCub. Selling off the refinery, not sure about that. Really, he could have kept it there for just, you know, build radius. Because if he let that field regrow, you know, in the next 20 minutes or so, that would be a full Tiberium field. And he could go back there and refine the Tiberium, giving him a lead. And as you can see, DaGyMaN, he is not starting to spam infantry yet. I assume he's going to be building up some cash here, as this harvester is really low on health. This Cabal squad better not focus down that harvester. And as you can see, that harvester, he needs to repair that harvester. It's on no health, really. L1onCub just researched Dozer Blades, but not microing very well by L1onCub, losing a lot of his Scorpion tanks here. He does get a harvester, so instead of going for the units, he's decided to focus down the harvesters. And as you can see there, the Scorpions actually formed a wall, so that these Scorps couldn't, the Scorps of L1onCub couldn't pursue this harvester. But I think this harvester will go down anyways, and as you can see, the harvester gets destroyed, and DaGyMaN is not doing too well at all, economy-wise. And L1onCub here, he is comfortably set up at the green Tiberium field. Gonna go for probably his tier 3 and just show his economic dominance in this stage of the game. DaGyMaN microing his units there slightly. He isn't doing too well economy. He needs to recover his economy, but I don't think he can, to be honest, because he's only got one harvester and wasn't even able to clean up this Tiberium field. How is he going to come back from this? L1onCub, he's definitely got the lead here. Transferring his harvesters to the middle green Tiberium field. That's good work by L1onCub. And DaGyMaN, I think this is all it for him, really. He can't, I really don't think he can come back from this. L1onCub, he has already set up his economy here. But then again, you know, I once played a game against L1onCub, and, you know, I completely... I had a heroic hexapod and a heroic tripod, but thanks to him not managing his economy well in the middle here, he wasn't able to harvest enough Tiberium to beat me, so my heroic units were just smashing him, really. Luckily for me, his mistakes almost cost him the game. That replay got heavily robbed, by the way. I reckon that's one of my best games. Yeah, so, but L1onCub obviously not making that mistake this time. He's got his harvesters, a lot of harvesters here. He's got his economy well established. But DaGyMaN not giving in just yet. They both have the Black Disciple upgrades, so both going for the upgrades heavily. But, oh, this isn't good. He's got the Tech Lab up, so this could be devastating for DaGyMaN. If he gets the Redeemer, that could definitely seal the game for L1onCub. I don't see how L1onCub can combat a Redeemer at this point. But, you know, you never know. He needs a flame tank or something to go around here and destroy something. DaGyMaN needs to destroy something of L1onCub. And it looks like L1onCub sold a majority of his base there. And DaGyMaN here, he's got a lot of Scorpions, but doesn't have the upgrade. And as you can see, the Redeemer Engineering Facility goes down for L1onCub. So L1onCub here, he easily deters those Scorpion tanks. And Charged Particle Beams finished for L1onCub, so DaGyMaN, what's he going to do now? Okay, he does have his economy up here, so game isn't going to end just yet. Although on my predictions, I think it will very shortly. If he gets this Redeemer out, I mean, how the hell is he going to beat a Flame Redeemer, which I assume he's going to be building? L1onCub, not L1onCub, DaGyMaN placing his refineries a bit too close to one another there. Oh, I'm not sure about that. I think if L1onCub knows this, he would probably destroy both of them with a one-click. And that's really what what Nod likes to do when they've got a crap load of cash in their bank. They just build a Tiberium chemical plant and basically sink all their money into those support powers, crushing the rocket squads as they come out the hand of Nod there. And DaGyMaN, this is really all over for him here. He doesn't have much at all to defend against this this push of Scorpion tanks, and as you can see, those Scorpion tanks likely going to go down. Not the Scorpions, the Harvesters, and as you can see, DaGyMaN forced to sell base defenses to try and combat those Scorpion tanks, but there's just overwhelming amount of Scorpion tanks in this base here, and I have a feeling this is all over for DaGyMaN. It certainly is now, as there is a Redeemer here coming to secure the win for L1onCub, and DaGyMaN was defeated. So wow, what an amazing game there for, what, a 15 minutes or so game? Oh, it was definitely longer than that. Yeah, it was 23 minutes. Oh, that just proves how exciting the game really was. Judging by the length of the game, 23 minutes, and it felt like a 15-minute game. Wow. So yeah, I'm definitely going to WAP that, as it was intense, incredibly intense in the start of the game. And DaGyMaN, he, I don't know what really happened in that game there. Both sides were both trying to kill each other in the start. They never really wanted to have a long game, but you know, it turned out to be a long game anyways, since both sides made the right decisions until DaGyMaN, of course, he went to the blue Tiberium field and lost the majority of his economy. His harvesters didn't really have much of an infrastructure then, and the Redeemer just completely would have probably completely rolled over him anyways if he had destroyed those Scorpion tanks in the end. So yeah, that was a pretty good game. Scorpion tank favorite unit by L1onCub, and DaGyMaN, his favorite unit was the Confessor Cabal. Resources gathered 14,000 for L1onCub, 10,000. Why am I reading that like that? Okay, 100. Let's start this over again. 145,000 for L1onCub and 100,000 for DaGyMaN. As you can see, L1onCub's resources were noticeably better in that game. As you can see, yeah. So he should have won that anyways. For 45,000 in favor of L1onCub. So yeah, substantial lead advantage for him there. Anyways, that was a very good game. I enjoyed watching that. This is Masterleaf, and if you did like this video, please don't forget to like the video. Thanks very much for watching.